Welcome, friends, to our Tuesday tournament night here on lichess and Twitch. Pawnda Rapid Swiss edition 44. 4-4. Pocket fours. So, welcome everybody. 7+3 Rapid Casual. 7 rounds tournament. We've seen only 6 players thus far. Spucker Horse, Mahar, Kakatiri. Wow, Kakatiri's up to 2130. Impressive. Bisonov. We haven't seen Bisonov in a long time. Oliveira Lucas up to 2065. I think the number of players here, those two guys have really been going up. Asterbait 1677. The classical rating is Asterbait's key. Okay, 44 should be XLIV. Yeah, that looks better. I can change it. XL. There we go. The XL. I'm sure there's more than one way to do it. Bisonov corrected us. Yeah, it looks sort of weird to have XXXX. I agree. Technically, it's legal. Mr. Coffee, welcome. 12 minutes till starting time. Nice week tournament. I'm going to win this one easily. No camel culture. No Aldisto. No world loser. No Alms. No Schieberspieler. That's 54. Yeah, seriously. Wait. Yeah, Astrobait's wrong. Liv Tyler. Mr. Coffee and Bisonov have outvoted you, Asterbait. Right. 50 minus 10. Extra large. An extra large IV. I don't know about this quote they put in this tournament. I mean, at least it's Boris Gelfand, and it's like anti-fide. But not that particularly relevant. I don't think that quote really stands the test of time. Too specific. People won't know what it's about. I should have shopped around for a better quote for the tournament. Wish we could modify the quotes. Feature request. Click like a button and then a new quote pops up and you change quotes before starting the tournament. We need a feature request. Creature double feature. I'm feeling better. I'm gonna do some saline solution here live on stream. But my sinuses are better and I'm almost completely recovered. Yes, we are healthy. Healthy, happy international master. Quotebot, I nominate Asterbait to write the program for lichess. We've got 10 minutes till tournament start time. Pawnda Rapid Swiss, 44. Jababa is putting Harry Potter book titles in his stream titles now. Copyright infringement. You get strikes against you on Twitch for copyright infringement. He's weird, man. He's a weird guy. He wears like Terminator t-shirts and stuff. Strange guy. But alright, that's cool. I like him better than most people. Nothing wrong with being a little weird. Clearly he's a little off. But that's cool. It makes him endearing, more real. Yeah, I don't think that flies with the copyright infringement rules. It's a good way to get more viewers, maybe. He's aiming at like the teenage crowd. What's the biggest like marketing age for Harry Potter? I have to confess I never read a Harry Potter book. Sorry. He's aiming below my age range there. He's looking for like millennials. I don't know. All right. So we've got Move 11 secret account is logged in. No Move 11 secret account. Someone is trying to join the team. Boksa from Serbia. Sumaher's neighbor. He's lower rated than Sumaher. Could be Sumaher's new account. I'm paranoid. Everyone has a fake account. Secondary account. Alright, let's see who's here. We have 7 players only, guys. We're going to need a few more players if you want to have a 7-round tournament. I don't know where everyone is tonight. Are they watching like the boring end of Hikaru versus Aronian or something? Computer was like 0.00. But Aronian was up a pawn. He was actually clearly better. And he let Hikaru off the hook, it looks like. Sparkle Horse, Fellowship of the Pawndas. Yeah, new, Mr. Coffee probably knows. There's a new Amazon series on like, it's like a Lord of the Rings prequel or something. It's like in the past, before the Lord of the Rings. Apparently the most expensive television series ever created. Interesting. But I've heard people complaining that like elves don't look like elves anymore. They started to look like people. Elves, they look too much like normal people. You can't be having that. They look like people with Mr. Spock ears or something. Alright. Only 7 players. By the way, gift a sub now to be number 1. And we can always have a Tuesday hype train. We've got hype train conductors. Mr. Coffee in the house. Acerbate, not a hype train conductor. Mr. Coffee is a hype train conductor. But anyway, it should be interesting. Amazon hasn't produced anything good in a long time. Amazon Prime, like video. Like, there have been no good series. I don't know why I keep paying for Amazon Prime. But I don't have Netflix. It would be nice if I got something for my money. Maybe this Lord of the Rings series will be worth it. Alright. It's like a feminist Lord of the Rings series or something. Because they had some ads, and there's these pictures of everyone's hands. And the one thing that occurred to me was that everyone's hands, it was like female hands. So it must be like a feminist Lord of the Rings series or something. Just featuring feminine Lord of the Rings characters. Just showed the hands, but you could tell like every hand was like a female hand. Alright. Just an observation while we're on the subject. 6 players now. Where is everybody? 8 players. Alvarez and Boksa, who's a new player, has joined. Guys, we're gonna need at least 8 players. I have an 8-player round robin here. I watch YouTube Conspiracy Cycle. What does that mean? What is that? Sounds entertaining. Clickbait. So Move 11 randomly mentioning Yababa using clickbait titles. There's that other Grandmaster streaming now who stopped using bots. In the beginning he was using bots. He's been streaming all day. But when he first started streaming, the guy had like 500 viewers his first day. I was like, that's odd. You'd think like if you just started streaming you wouldn't have 500 viewers unless you bought them, which you probably did. Not Yababa. Yababa's cool. I like Yababa. We need better clickbait. Give me the link. Give me the link now. No. Ask nicely. The poor Astrobate just obeys. Obedient one. May I please have the link? Mr. Sir. How come you're not calling me Sir, Mr.? They love that. Alright. A lot of these ideas are built under wrong presumption. What is that garbage? Let's get a real quote. Who put that in there? Why don't we get like Susan Polgar or something? Where, I mean, Boris Gelfand is a great player. He probably has a lot of great quotes, but that's just irrelevant. You know, what is this silly quote? Irrelevant. Irrelevant quote bot. Has nothing to do with anything. Oh no. Accept my team joining request. Dude, you need to be nice. Too rude. The magic word. Oof. Moobot. Well, 3 messages got deleted. Three messages got deleted? That was Suvik? Suvik, you're in Afghanistan. Thought he was India. But Mr. Coffee timed him out. Oof. Yeah, for not being polite. We're losers in. Miki's in, sneaking in. Mahor, was he already? Alright, so now we're getting some high-rated players. We got 10 players ready to go. 2 minutes, 43 seconds. 2-minute breaks between rounds. Welcome, Mickey. Let me in the team now. I did accept it. Just because that's a player who's played before. But rudely requesting. Let me in the team now. Do the roar. 1 minute and 40 seconds. And Mr. Coffee's had a bad day today. So you don't want to mess with him. Dude. Aldous so jump. What? Aldous is up to 2473. Dude is piling in the rating points like he's fattening up for winter. He's gonna go into hibernation soon when he gets like 2501. Damn, it's a good thing I've got my rapid rating not too bad. I'd lose my #1 seed here. It's a good thing this isn't rated. Rawr! Let me in the team now. We've got 14 players. Hiroku, good to see you. Obviously, books Astrobate. Okay. 14 players. Now we're talking. Oliveira Lucas, good to see you. So we got a couple strong players, over 2,200. Not too bad. Dinakis joined us. Speedster. Why are always our Greek members so fast? Jim and Dinakis. Are Mediterranean players faster than like Northern Europeans? Is it climate related? Players that live in hot environments are faster than players that live in cold environments. Alright. Bisonov, or son of Bison. I'm going to open with d5 today for one game at least. Two can play at that game. Mañana. You know, some countries like Mexico that are famous for being like, oh, tomorrow we'll do it, whenever. They shouldn't be fast. Then there's Speedy Gonzalez. You never know. Alright, so the main line is d takes c. Well, there are two main lines. There's also c6, of course. Let's play c6. Two main lines: open Grunfeld, Fianchetto, and closed Grunfeld, Fianchetto. I play white usually. It's the olive oil. It makes you faster. It greases you up or something. I just had some olive oil salad for dinner. Very healthy Mediterranean diet. Now, knight c3 is a gambito de Grunfeld. Romanician. Yeah, I had tuna salad with olive oil. Exactly. You know, I saw this article in the Guardian or somewhere where some established like British. I know this is this isn't possible, but like a British chef, some British chefs. That's not like physically impossible. British chefs were raving about like canned fish. You know how useful it is in like cooking. It is true. You know. I kind of forgot, like, you just, like, kind of forget things. I used to eat tuna all the time. And, yeah, it's good. Good for you, too. Healthy. Okay, knight e5. Hanging on to Mr. Pawn. I remember years ago, I had a game with white where I played this gambit at the Boylston Chess Club. And I won against a 2200 player. But I remember afterwards, I don't know, all the people I've ever been around, they always like frowned upon this gambit. Like this pawn sacrifice for white was always kind of like the correct players look down on it. You're not supposed to sack that pawn in the Grunfeld. I think Romanician did it against Anand, famously. With white. Robert. Can I remember a game from like 27 years ago? It was like 30 years ago. I don't play the Grunfeld much. I started with d4, d5, ended up playing the Grunfeld. Like move 11. Move 11 style. The move 11 repertoire. Move 11 just comes to be a troll and talk about Kamsky and Yobava, Grandmaster streamers. The real deals. Move 11 never plays. Someone mentioned, was it you Uber driver? That he's never played you? You've never done battle with Uber driver move 11. Because you just both come and commentate rather than play. Although you both guys probably have to work. You're both working more than the average chess player. Most chess players don't have jobs. At least the good ones. A friend of mine said today that FIDE Master Asa Hoffman was always proud that he's never worked a day in his life. It's kind of a funny thing. Typical chess player. Funny reason to be proud. Kind of reminds me of Donald Trump in that respect, though you know, no other connection between Asa Hoffman and Donald Trump, obviously. But if you're thinking about people who haven't worked a day in their lives, yeah, it sucks working. You have to you don't get to spend time like playing Blitz all day. When I logged in this morning, I saw a certain like 2600 player playing Blitz on lichess. And then when I logged in again this afternoon around 6 p.m., I saw the same GM playing Blitz. I'm like, dude, that's what you do all day? You just play Blitz from like morning till evening and you're 2600? That seems odd. Working is overrated. I agree. Someone told me like the secret to being a grandmaster was like marrying a rich wife or something like that. I mean, she doesn't necessarily have to be like rich, but she has to have. If she's not rich, she has to have a very good job. You have to marry well to be a professional chess player. Or have a rich lover. I almost posted an Onion article today. The Onion was like, it's a facetious sort of fake news website, and they were like, the only difference. It showed a picture of this woman. And it was like, the only difference between my lover and my wife is she's like my wife, but she's happy. I thought that was pretty funny. And she was like smiling. Man realizes the only difference between lover is that lover is happy. That's pretty funny. What am I doing here? Getting distracted. Bishop d5. Weird move. He like retreated his knight back from e5. Voluntary retreat. The older I get, the poorer I get. My mom used to say, the older I get, the less I know. The older I get, the less money I have. I guess it's like inflation or something. Inflationary effects. If you do invest your money, I don't recommend putting it in the bank. Didn't the government like increase interest rates now? Alright, don't invest your money in a bank. Bank accounts suck. Are we gonna go with b5 here? I guess we could just play rook c8. Keep it simple. Looks like white has a little bit of compensation. If you want to be a grandmaster, you've got to have rich parents, or a wealthy wife, one or the other. I guess Morphy's family was probably wealthy, right? If you go back to the oldest example of a great chess player. Came from a wealthy Louisiana family. I always thought the name Morphy was kind of strange. You know, Murphy is extremely common. Is Morphy a variation of Murphy? It's kind of rare. This knight, rook, whatever, chicken or beef. The rook is kind of vulnerable. They talked about interest rate hike in March, but they haven't done anything, so they haven't raised interest rates. Okay, that's the problem. I think I earn like 0.000001% interest on my any bank account. Damn, dude, can you imagine in the 80s? In the 80s, there was like 15% interest if you invested your money in the bank or something. That's like ridiculous. Could you imagine? Just like easy money. And safe. Yeah, mortgages were expensive. It's crazy. But if you had money, you could just like stick it in the bank and make like 15% interest. That's crazy. I know we're on all kinds of weird subjects here today. I can't really focus. Baisanov, I don't know. I won every game against them. I think I made a comment last time that they played really well. Seems to me, I vaguely recall that. He's got incredible coordination. I don't know much about this player. 2015 Classical, 2100. I mean, I've won all my games. That's strange in itself, right? I'm like 15-0 against them. For a player this good, that almost never happens. Maybe they're young and they've gotten better. I don't know. Morales always plays better lately. Very positional style. Threatening the good old bishop a5. What are we doing here? Something artificial about queen c8. You're 44 and getting worse. Don't tell anybody. I won't tell them. I'm too slow as well. I'm like a sloth. But I guess if I sat around like, you know, the Croatian GM I saw playing today, if I just played Blitz all day long, you know. I mean, that honestly seems like a waste. I think if I was 2600, man, I don't know. I would be like really serious about playing like slow chess tournaments and trying to be the best player I could be. These guys who are like streaming, playing Blitz all day, and they're 2600, I don't understand. I mean, that's fine if you're like a 2200 kid or something. Attack everything. Just do it. Mm. 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 I don't think you're that slow. Kept the pressure on. Time-wise. And you've kept some control of the position. More than most people. Knight takes. Knight takes. I don't like that. It is kind of a pity to trade my good b, theoretically, good bishop. I didn't like knight takes, hitting my a6 pawn. You got a 1 hour, what? 1 hour 30 game tomorrow? So much more fun than online Blitz. I like to actually be able to think. To be honest, I was playing a tournament game. Well, I had a tournament game scheduled for Sunday, which I played, but it was a quick draw. I had no clue going into the game if my opponent would want to try to win or be happy with the draw. We're equal strength. And so I was prepared to play, and I was even kind of excited about it. The only thing I don't like is playing at 10 o'clock in the morning. You know, I just don't dig that. You know, unless there's no other option. I really don't want to play at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm terribly sorry. God damn, dude. Driving me crazy here, guy. Whatever, you know. However long it takes to do the bishop f8, rook e8, bishop f8, rook e8, bishop f8 in the Roy Lopez. That's how many moves it was. No, wrong game. Where did it go? 14. 14 moves. But I mean, this is a team competition. And nobody wants to lose on board one. Damn, dude, this guy is so tough. He said he's slow. He forked his own king and rook. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You could have played rook c2. No, rook c2 was a blunder too. No, rook c2 was okay. There was no check. The only blunder he made, besides sacrificing the pawn. I talked him to death. I hope you didn't have to listen to me. World loser lost against Suvik. Let's see this game. Back and forth. Boksa won his first game against who? Against Kakatiri. That's a kind of upset. Kakatiri's rating. But I was actually thinking my opponent was going to play for a win. I didn't know. And, yeah, I enjoy playing long games and where I have actual time to think. But I would rather it start in, like, the afternoon or the evening. I don't like playing in the morning. I don't like getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning, like, running to eat some horrible breakfast at, like, McDonald's. And then, like, running to the tournament hall when I have, like, 5 minutes. Arriving at the tournament 5 minutes before I have to play. After eating McDonald's for breakfast. Like, that sucks, you know? Hello, bullet players. I want to play, like, a 1 game a day tournament where I have 4 or 5 hours at least for the game. Ideally more. And not in the morning. We're here for the bullet. Like, I'm almost never going to decline a draw at 10 o'clock in the morning. It has to be, the player has to be under 2200. So, how am I playing Suvik? What are there only 2 people? He was, like, listed on the top of the cross table. Are there only 2 players who won, or how does that work exactly? I thought he had the best pairing. Yeah, 3-0 is terrible. Suvik must have moved from India to Afghanistan. Wait. Does India share a border with Afghanistan? No, right? I mean, there's like India, Pakistan, and then Afghanistan? How does it work? You can't go directly from India to Afghanistan, right? Maybe he's just showing support for Afghanistan. I'm playing the... I don't know why I'm playing this. Yeah, another bullet player. I'm playing the lazy Schieberspieler attack. Yeah, another bullet player. All I remember about this player was that they used to play the closed Sicilian with white. It was like literally... Now we're playing bullet. He's 1955 question mark. Please play bullet, by all means. I don't mind if you don't want to use your time. I mean, I mind it in the simul. But here it's okay. I really don't have a problem. If you don't want to use your time, that's your problem. Although I get angry when I like lose to World Loser and stuff because it goes against my philosophy about the game. You know, I feel like I fail to live, to stand up to my philosophy about using time properly and thinking. So when I lose a painful game to someone who plays super fast, I get kind of irritated. But that's my problem, you know. This is another player though who's playing like as if it's like a 3-0 game. So we don't use time, we don't think, we just make instant moves. Another instantaneous move is practically pre-moved. That move, unfortunately, was a surprise for me. Hmm. Non-thinking passionate moves. The passion. How can you play passionate moves without thinking? You just play with passion. Where's his pre-move? Yeah, 95 was an unpleasant surprise. I thought Black was going to take with the pawn. Now he's like almost equal. I wanted him to take with the pawn, and I would have had like b4, keeping him restricted. So on Thursday, there's a series of games again? No. I hope that I'm eliminated from that. I didn't enjoy that. You know, that wasn't fun. I don't know if there's like a loser's bracket or what's happening. Hopefully I don't have to do that anymore. I didn't enjoy it. I think there's like 2,100 players who are higher rated than me in Blitz. I really want to play like a match with like some 2,100 FIDE player who has a higher Blitz rating than me on lichess. Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay. Interesting. Teach me. Oh, Yoda. I mean, I'm not a Blitz player anymore at all. I always thought I was kind of like universal, but I guess with streaming and really talking through games, I've like really moved away from Blitz in the true sense. Bishop to d7. Now, I was talking earlier about playing hours of Blitz sessions. I mean, hours long Blitz sessions. It's been a long time since I've done anything like that, to be honest. And I know like a lot of young players still do, but it's just not my thing anymore. Long think, wrong think. That's what Jakob Attila said to me, but well, I think it's like it's bad when you're inconsistent. You know, you start tanking on one move, and oftentimes we start thinking in circles. I think you should think a lot on all your moves. Realistically, here we have a problem. Here we have a problem, Houston. I guess we have a problem. I feel rushed. I don't like being rushed. It's something I got from my dad. funny how you pick up things and you don't even realize it in your childhood. I hate it when people rush me in any situation. Eating, in like academic stuff, like I don't know how to explain it. Pretty much anything. I told the story how I stayed with this family in Australia and all of them were like wolves. It was so uncomfortable. They all ate like they were on a freezing Antarctic expedition, and like, you know, they had to like resort to cannibalism or something. I like to like enjoy my food. I mean, it's just crazy. It makes me crazy when people like rush me. Don't rush me! Should I play knight c4 here? It's a good question. Or rook d1. What's the point? Probably nothing wrong with rook d1. I still don't have a bullet rating. But I feel dirty. I feel dirty. I have that question mark with the... I feel dirty. 7 games? Can I have those deleted? Can I request to have my bullet games deleted? I was so proud of being a bullet virgin. It was a principle, you know? Now I've got the 7 games there. They see the question mark. I felt clean. What am I doing here? This isn't right. Oh, man. I guess it's a good sign if he's thinking, huh? I'm gonna have the longest game every round again. Fixing the pawn, the correct color. Color correct. Color correcting. Yes. But I thought he had rook d7. I thought he should have tried to double the rooks immediately before I had a chance to challenge him here. g4 is a good move, but I don't think it's best. This gives me time to set myself up. So now I have knight c4. Oh, I see. Knight c4, I'm screwed. You win the pawn. So I have to trade queens. And now I don't have knight c4. But I have an alt. My alt defense. Yeah, there are some technical problems, I guess. Technical problems, like where to put my knight. Nice. I don't really see a better move here than king f1. King f1 or knight f1. It's very equal. Like Animal Farm. Insta. Wow. He saw that. Damn. Now I'm worse? $19.05. Insta move again. Capable of pre-moving. Who is this guy? Professional pre-mover. Oh no. No, no, no. So he's had more time the whole game. I have this. This attempt. Attempt at losing. I don't know, man. Black's awfully strong. Time-wise and strategically. And calculation, everything. Black is not a 1900. He already beat World Loser, but that was a back and forth game. Mostly bullets, see? It's almost all bullet games. 11, 12, 13,000 bullet games. It's sick. Why? Bullet sucks. Instant move. He's like pre-moving, crushing me. Wow. What a move. Bishop e5 followed by e3. This doesn't really look good. He's never beaten me in 15 games. Whoa. I'm not sure if I moved my knight to the right square there. I don't know if this is a win or not. Damn. I'm lucky not to lose. I had no idea if I was winning. King a6, because that's a normal move. What are you doing? Why king c5? What are you doing? Why don't you like try to make progress instead of wasting our time? Are you like trying to win here? Like, is this a joke or something? Damn, dude. I don't know. He didn't behave like this before. Those demands like before the stream too were pretty rude. All right, maybe I'm too sensitive. Man, like this game. Yeah, that's the same guy. That's him. 14 centipede loss? That can't be right. My computer can't be right. There's no way we played that well. I was totally lost. How can I have How can you have 12 centipede loss? What a joke. What is that? What did he do? Like analyze it on his phone or something? Did someone analyze this on their phone? That's not true. I'm completely lost. What sort of analysis is that? That's ridiculous. Nobody had any 12 centipede loss. In this game, Black was entirely winning. And e3 was like a brilliant move. I thought he was just going to play slower. No, it was requiring some technique here for Black. But it looks like he can get in the square of the pawn with his king. But I don't understand what's wrong with the analysis bot, because that ain't right. You know, that's no like almost perfect game by both sides. I mean, I was just totally lost. His approval rating is, let me in the team now. Alright, he also beat World Loser. We'll see what happens. Mickey's pretty tough. Aldisto's tough. Merle's kind of new. Yeah, probably if you try thinking instead of playing bullet, it would make you even stronger. Yeah, even with thinking, I still suck. So it doesn't matter for me. I'm so tired of people not listening to me. I give up. Bullet is destroying chess. You know I've played this many times on the stream. GM Tranquilizer rating with a party of 29. Tranquilizer's a good... He's a good chess ambassador. GM Tranquilizer, thank you for the raid. You can focus on something other than Bob. What's up? Good to see you. So, what happened? Was it a draw? I didn't see. What happened in the final moments of Aronian versus Naka? Yeah, draw. So Aronian was up a pawn, but he couldn't convert. Tough game. Man, thanks for rating. Yeah, good job. You did a long stream, a lot of work. Every day, like, Tranquilizer's streaming the Grand Prix. So check him out if you want to see some serious chess analysis. Yeah, awesome. I want to see what happens there. It's an interesting match between those guys. I would think that Aronian gets a slight pull. You know, he's slightly more active. Hikaru's been streaming. But if it comes down to, like, you know, fast tie breaks or something, I guess it's anybody's game. Maybe Hikaru even becomes the favorite at that point. Wonder what their score is. You know, what's their lifetime score in classical chess? Man, for a long time I wanted to see Aronian get the challenge for the World Championship. I think it would be far more interesting than Hikaru. Although maybe not. Maybe if the World Championship comes down to Blitz, that's more interesting for Hikaru. But I'd like to see a classical match between Aronian and Carlsen. Anyways, for whatever that's worth. So I put my bishop on c5. White can't castle here, so he hasn't... I don't think he's playing this in a traditional way. Actually, like, how does White complete development? Seems to me it's bishop e3, right? I don't mean to rhyme. Aliakin variation? Rap chess. G4, of course. Because that's sound. G4, very correct. Just play the Grob. Why even play, like, D4 for your first move? Just start with the Grob right away. Why bust it out on move 11? I guess he's planning to play, like, King F1, King G2 or something. No, I mean, generally speaking, I feel like, you know, barring a few people like Vanilla Ice and Eminem, I mean, most white people are just not good at rap. I feel like it's not my forte. I just don't like doing things I'm not good at. You know, I feel like I'm not competent in trying to rap. I don't want to sound like I'm rapping. Just I'm not good at it. You know, it sounds stupid. All right. No, I didn't watch the Super Bowl halftime show. The Millennial Super Bowl halftime show. Can we get some comment on that, Bob? You must have some opinion about the Super Bowl halftime show. Can we get something controversial? Where am I going to put my bishop? I should have put it on b6. This guy's seriously sacrificing his central pawn? Alright. Then he can castle, right? So it's not a bad idea. Yeah, Bob, you would prefer to watch the trucker rally or something. Go to a monster car show. Is this even a good move? Like, why should I play that? I'm just not even thinking. Now I'm not thinking. I could see Bob at a monster car rally. Pro-protest, yeah. Oh, let's talk about, like, speaking of protest, let's talk about, like, Djokovic. And he doesn't want to put things in his body, but the problem is, like, when you don't get vaccinated, you expose other people to getting the virus. So it's not just about your body. You're gonna, like, make other people who aren't super athletes sick. And that's not okay. What am I gonna do here? White has bishop d3. That looks kind of scary. Oof. Exactly. People who are vaccinated can still spread the virus. That's true as well. That's true. Either way, you can spread it. But, like, Djokovic, like, goes to, like, autograph signing without wearing a mask and stuff. Whatever. I don't know. I'm just talking about random stuff. I just hated, like, his excuses. He's like Aaron Rodgers. And what's your excuse for, like, lying about, like, stuff on your application to go into Australia? He made this big explanation in the news. I was like, turn it off. Yeah, COVID trauma. Bishop d3, double exclamation point. Jesus, is his queen trapped in the middle of the board? Mate with two bishops. Almost, but no cigar. Bishop takes h7. I didn't really calculate that. Hopefully it doesn't matter. Could matter, though. Notice, like, White's playing too fast, and he didn't even stop to think about it. Yeah, I guess we're all moving. I agree, Bob. We've all been traumatized enough. I have like 3 vaxes and a COVID infection, and I'm still like afraid to go near people and stuff. It's like ridiculous. I'm so programmed to like avoid other people, even though at this point like there's no chance I can get COVID, at least not for another couple months or something. I'm still like traumatized completely. What is this? Knight a7? Dude. Wow. Merle. No relation to Merle. Merles and Merle. Earls of Merles. The Earl of Merle. Bob, why do you have to come on Tuesdays? Like, come when I'm not playing in a tournament. Why do you have to distract me when I'm playing? Like you plan it that way or something? Objectively, I should be winning, but it's kind of a weird position. I have to be careful here. There is a little bit of pressure on my king's side. Oh my god. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. It's another player that all they do is like try to move fast. It's just unbelievable. No one listens. Bob, have you joined QAnon yet? You'd like that. I can't believe white would take on b7. Maybe it's even a good move, but it's certainly not the best. I doubt it's a good move. So he still has an escape hatch. Back again. Ban anyone that plays fast. Good idea. I just like banning people for fun anyway. Mr. Coffee gets off on it too. Wait, what's happening here? Oh, you're desperate for attention today. He comes here when he's desperate for attention. He's lonely. You haven't been over there with your friend? The Smith Mora Bandit? He's a pretty normal guy. But I'm not low on time. I have a 3-second increment. See, that's what you don't understand. Like, no one understands this. 3 seconds is a lot. It's not 1 second. It's not 0 seconds. It's like 3 seconds. That's quite a bit of time. The people that they think like increment doesn't exist, or it's just meaningless, or what? Did I miss a better move here? Wow, he even defended that. This is another player who's like all time based, super fast, yet his bullet rating is low. It doesn't make sense. I feel like I'm having Groundhog Day. Like, all I say every stream is like, I don't understand why this player is 1700 in bullet, but they're super fast. I say this every day, like repeatedly over and over again. It just doesn't make sense. 380 games, 500 games, 250 games, 42 games. It feels like white's just fast. And if he would take his time, he would be better. But instead, it turns out that his bullet rating is his lowest rating of all. Because that makes sense, right? Bob, there's no free pawns. Don't start like making chess suggestions. Please. Spare us the chess suggestions. Trolling is okay, but don't start suggesting chess moves. Then you're really gonna tick me off. Free pawn. Lost the rook. Rook down? That's close to free pawn. Basically the same thing. You get a free pawn but lose a rook. It's a good deal. He's known for his calculation, Bob. He's like Igor Ivanov told Gingy in the 80s. He's really bad at tactics. He's like a computer. He's really bad at tactics, but he's great at positional play. Man, I thought I had something here. Are you serious? Look at the guy coming with the speed moves, and he's 1700 bullet. Like, how could you possibly be 1700 in bullet when you're all about moving fast? Are the other ratings just like totally what's the word I'm looking for? Is it every other rating is really inflated or something? Yeah, another perfect move. Bishop g2 is the only move. But it's shocking, right? If this guy isn't fast, then what is he, you know? I just don't understand it. How is it even possible? I mean, do you know how weak 1700 is in bullet? He resigned? Why? I'm not even sure if White's lost here. He resigned. He had one chance in this game and it was time. That's what I find interesting. Now, if his ratings were reversed and it was like 2000 bullet, 1700 rapid, you know, okay, I'd be like, well, that's normal, you know. I just don't understand why guys have such low bullet ratings. I mean, I'm like a sloth, literally, and I'm like 2400, and I'm like the slowest player ever. In all honesty. I mean, the guy's a good player, it's clear, you know. 1700 bullet players play in the hourly bullet arena and see what a 1700 bullet player plays like. There are like 700 players in an hourly arena. Go see what the average 1700 player in the hourly arena plays like. Yeah, because you can't become a title player without being good at end games. You have to play, you know, you have to play tournament games with long time controls. It's not about tricking people. It's about really playing chess. So in order to really play chess, you actually have to know how to play end games. The guy I played last week, that IM that crushed me in our blitz match, I never had an end game against the guy. Like one end game. Obviously, end games, it depends on style. Aldisto. You can play a certain style where you don't have to play too many endgames. I'm tired of that lion's jaw or whatever. I want to play something different. I'm not going to go along with him. We're going to just play something boring or just stay away from that. I don't want to do that every time, that same Philidor thing with, yeah, whatever. We'll play the King's Gambit. Oh, shit. Alright. Asterbate. My King's Gambit, man. No, he plays the Vienna. What happens if takes d4, queen h4 check, king e2? Yeah. So now it's a Sicilian Grand Prix with e5. I played that in some game. Uber driver, when did you start playing online chess? GeoGuessr. You've been watching Anna the Red. No, what's her name? Anna Rudolph. GeoGuessr's for people that like have no video gaming skills. GeoGuessr hot tub stream. Slitherio. How about what else can we do? Yeah, you bring it out of me. I was okay till Bob showed up. He brings out the worst in me. Guys, how about a gift sub, huh? Bob, gift sub for old time's sake. Be the first to gift a sub now. Don't forget. Mad Quick Chess donated 1 bit yesterday. So we're really raking in the dough. Marriage is like that. Dude, I told you I saw the Onion article where it showed this guy, man's mistress, just like wife, but happy. I almost reposted that. I mean, almost the Onion articles are so stupid. It's like 1 in 100 is funny enough that I would like seriously consider posting it. But that I thought was like pretty funny. Like simple and funny. You know, that's the way I like it. $500 bits from Jim. Because I'm ornery. The only thing that will cure the orneriness is money. Orneriness. Look at this F6. Can that be right, Master? We successfully avoided the Simon Williams lion's jaw or whatever. Thanks to God. He's got that like really well memorized. I don't want to do that anymore. That's so gross. If I play knight d5, he might go a6, takes and take with the pawn, which I'm not thrilled about. One thing we can do here is like bishop c4. Like, haha, I'm on the other diagonal now. I was just kidding about that. Now we've got this diagonal. It's like a Schliemann. I was just kidding about the a4 e8 diagonal. But to be honest, Alisto needs to take this pawn probably. Play a Fischer. A kind of Fischer King's Gambit, I would think that's critical. The good thing is, though, he can't play the Falk beer. You know, at least that's ruled out. Whew, Bob. It's getting hot in here. Get it out of your system, man. Yeah, it's that strange, Desi Chess. Have an opponent who actually thinks. Suspicious. I'm almost starting to think it's like just suspicious. If anyone's thinking more than like 2 seconds on a move, they must be using a computer. Because no one thinks anymore. Thinking is like so passé. Thinking is for like old people. I love it when you play like unrated games. I like 10-0 unrated. If you don't move in the first 2 seconds, like most people like abort the game. That's how ridiculous online chess has become. Like you cannot think for more than 2 seconds on your first move, or the opponent will abort the game. It's just like, are you serious? Like really, it's not 1-0, it's like 10-0, and I can't think for 2 seconds. You're that attention deficit that, you know, in chess, it's not, we're not playing GeoGuessr. Like, I can't think for more than 2 seconds on my first move in a 10-0 game without you aborting the game. Get some medication for your, you know, attention deficit. Yeah, thinking on every move. That's what a perfect chess player would do. Real chess players actually think on their moves. They also use their increment wisely. And they think down till they have like no time left in their time bank and use just the increment. Alexander Ivanov always inspired me. He would always like hold his head in his hands and like he would just take the first couple minutes to just kind of like mentally almost like meditate in a 2-hour time control. Another friend of mine also, he would always take, also Russian, a strong Russian master, FIDE master, he would always use time like in slow games at least like a minute or two on the first move. It's something that I took away and I still employ myself. The last thing you would do is like play too fast and like blunder. You gotta like set yourself mentally when you play long games. You don't want to be sitting there playing bullet chess in a 90-minute time control. How many times have I moved my bishop so far? I'm gonna move it again. Risky. Bishop e5, bishop c4, bishop takes d5, bishop e2. Yeah, just 4. You gotta like just let the clock run for like a minute when you start the game. Close your eyes and meditate. I think it's a very useful thing to do. h5 stops queen g4, if you're wondering why he played that. I would assume. Also is also anti-castling. He's a longtime anti-castlist. I guess we're going to try to open it up here. I don't think that's one of the people you scared off, Bob. You do the opposite as well, like 20 moves of theory in 1 minute and write moves. Look, I mean, I know a lot of top grandmasters will do that. They'll just rattle off the theory. I guess that's conceivable. I don't think like 1 minute's going to make a difference, though. But if it is memorized theory, then you can go ahead and play it fast. But then I would then, you know, it's almost like a pre-move. Then take your time and meditate. Once you leave the memorized part of the game. Oh, not this again. Now what am I going to do? Oh my god, he is going to castle queenside. I decided to change plans now. Yeah, but like the poison pawn Sicilian, wow, he took. Poison pawn Sicilian, what is that? Even back in the 70s, it was like 30 moves of theory. At least 20. Pawn takes d5. So pawn takes d5. Then if I try to counter the center with like c4, it's not enough. How about bishop e3 there? I don't know. This gets very dodgy now. He's got d5. He's going to castle queenside, bring a rook to the g file. I've got to act quickly, or your money back. My original plan was to take with the rook on f5, but maybe I should have. He still would do this. Now the question is, bishop e3 or d4? d4 actually looks pretty interesting. Kills this guy. Let's do it. Sold. You're so materialistic. Rook takes h5. Dirty. How can you think such things? Uber driver, showing your true colors of materialism. Thinks about grabbing pawns. Kindergarten. All the best kindergartners focus on grabbing pawns. Savaging everyone. How can I double attack something here? Oh look, the h5 pawn is hanging. Need a double attack. This is a tough game now. This is a tough game. Kiddies. I don't even know who's better. I was going to grab the pawn, but it looks like he gets too much play. If I let this diagonal open up, if I let the bishop open up, anything can happen. Bad stuff. I just want to, I want to hold. Oh man, speaking of pawn grabbers, International Pawn Grabbers Association. Look at that move. Wow. That's serious. Pawn grabathon. Alright, I'm gonna gamble here. If he plays d4, I have this bishop e6 check, which is really nasty in a lot of positions. So I was thinking rook a1. Right? Situation. f6 at some point. Whoa. Down, Fido. I see. c4? c4, d4. c4, d4. c4? Wait. Rook takes f6. c5? No, I don't want to drop that. He's so fast with the pre-moves. It's crazy. Alright, that was kind of lucky. I mean, I think it was a draw, but I sort of suckered him into that one king and pawning game. Mickey's still playing. For one time, I actually have not the longest game. Wow, Mickey unbeatable. Which way are we going here? Too late for that. Alright. So Mickey's 4-0. Wow. I got 3.5. I've got to play him. Merle's with 2.5. Staffvargen's in with 2.5. Merchea with 2.5. Thanks again for the 500. Almost better. 500 bits from Jim. And the raid earlier from GM Tranquilizer. Guys, check out Tranquilizer. He's streaming every day, doing the Grand Prix. So, if you want to follow a serious chess stream from a good player, other than me, I think you couldn't do better than Levy. If you had half the fighting spirit, I think you have half the fighting spirit of Aldous, though. I would say you have half. DNX 2-2, Mahar 2-2. Mahar is out, actually. Aldous though with 2-2. Boksha new player. World loser with 1.5. Bisonov with 1.5. AP 8-7, 1.5. Alvarez 1.5. Hiroku 1. Sumihara joined with 1. Astrobate with 1. Got me a bye. Kakatiri 1 having a bad day, and Olivier Lucas 1 game and out. So we've got 20 players. 19 players only this week. Kind of quiet this week. Where is everybody? Staffvargen bad internet connection. DNX, you had a bad internet connection. Oof. Yeah, Mickey's unbelievably strong. He seems to get stronger every week. Okay, he beat Hiroku, DNX, Aldisto, and now Super. He's 2100 something, supposedly. I like how the 2100 FIDE players on lichess range between 2100 and 3000. Like, that's the rating range of people who are supposedly like 2100 FIDE. You pretty much have like 1,000 point rating, blitz rating range there. 1950, 1930, what? Oh, your performance was 2119 without defeat? What? Last performance. Yeah, I mean, he's ridiculously strong for someone who's supposed to be 1930. No, you go to the Boylston Chess Club and you play 1-1400, beat them, and then drop out of the tournament. Gain 1 rating point every tournament, Uber driver. That's the way really honorable people do it. No, I don't think you could do that anymore. That was how Esterman got like his peak rating. Picking off like 1600s one by one. I mean, you know, whatever. I just had to get that in there. Any tournaments, lady? Any tournaments lately? Any tournaments, lady? No. I've been ill, you know. I told you. I've been ill. I played a game on Sunday, but it was just a Grandmaster draw. But it was my first game of 2022. So at least I showed up and have a rated game. All right. Bob, you seem like a big fan. You talk about him a lot. But he doesn't enter my mind much. Of course, I have to see that name up there on the left. That kind of grosses me out. The people that I don't like when they're streaming, I wish I could like turn that off. Do I really have to see their name up there? Wait, what is this? Oh, this is that thing again? You're doing the thing again? Do you have to play this? Really? Yeah, but somebody brought up like gaining rating points or something. That always reminds me. How to gain rating points. I'm sorry. It wasn't my fault. It was like put in my brain. The cheap way of like gaining rating points. Bishop b3. It's not bad. It's just it is what it is. You plead guilty? Yeah, it's Uber driver's fault for bringing up like gaining how to gain rating points or something. So again, I don't know what the hell this is. It does bother me though. So last time I played it better? Was that it? I'm not understanding. Okay. Yeah. Take. So I did it wrong this time, or what happened? Now I've screwed up again? I misplayed it? Or you changed what you played? I remember once there was a game with this. We had a game with this. I did something different? I don't remember Bishop b3 now. Hateful. I wouldn't say hateful. It's more like a strong dislike. No, I wouldn't put it in the category of hateful. Just like a kind of... Ugh. It gives me the creeps when I think about him. But hating, no, that's too strong a word. I reserve that for like Donald Trump. Pawn takes g5, pawn takes e5, knight takes e4. Yeah, cringy. Cringy and gross. So what's up with pawn takes pawn, knight takes e4 again? I feel like we had that once before. Maybe it's not the same. We had this, right? It just makes me sick. I don't know what's going on. It's like... I always tell people you don't want to go into like a dark alley when you don't know what's back there. You know, in chess terms. And that's like exactly where I'm at when I play this kind of position. I don't know what is in the back alley here. Like, where am I? What are you doing? You know? What is going on? It's craziness, like... It's total insanity, basically. And he's got it all memorized? You're supposed to be 1,900 feet. I agree that's, like, pretty suspicious. You know the lowest rated player on my team? Mickey claims he's 1900 FIDE. The lowest rated player on our board 12 board team is lower rated than you. Is higher rated than you. You wouldn't even be on board 12 of my chess team. To like wipe out everyone in this tournament. That's pretty crazy, dude. Honestly. 1900 FIDE and you're wiping out the tournament on a regular basis. I have to play, what, d6? This is crazy. He's used 30 seconds for the whole game. Yeah, Bob, do you know anything about that? Bob, is that one of your secret accounts or something? Are you doing that where you're talking to yourself again? You have like these alter egos that show up on the stream and start having conversations with you? Are you doing that again? Like that neo-Nazi guy you created or whatever before? Is he still around? Is Mock Master your creation? Mach 3 Master. I guess knight f4 for better or for worse. This has to be played. What the hell is going on here? He's used 30 seconds for the whole game. How can you use 30 seconds for the whole game? You've played this position? I don't think any strong players have gotten this far against you, honestly. Knight e4. What the F? What? What is going on? Are you serious? It's a bit much here. You don't even need to think about your moves. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I've seen enough of this game. Perfect game by White. Lichess game already analyzed? The game's already analyzed. Dude, you played 19 cent upon loss using 30 seconds for the whole game. Whatever. Why resign is equal. I don't have an engine turned on. I mean, I thought I'm just completely lost. That's why I resign. I thought I'm just completely lost, How do I know this is equal? I have 30 seconds left to 6 minutes, and I'm getting, like, reamed on f7, and I can't take on e5. I don't have a computer turned on. I can't know that I'm not lost here. It's like, people are like, well, how could you resign? How would you know it's an equal position, Dude, we never played this line more than like move 6 or something. I mean, give me a break. I've never gotten beyond this move here. I think you played different moves every time. Here, we could see. Sparkle Horse is black. f4. This is as far as we got. H takes g5, f takes e5, knight takes e4, bishop d5, knight c5. Here, 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 here. Holy shit, really? I can't remember this. This was last year in October. I played g4. Why would I play g4? What does that move even do? I must have had a lot of time. I must have had a lot of time to come up with the move g4. I don't even understand what that does. So even though this is like better, clearly better for black, you continue to play it? Why would you do that? How could you possibly memorize every variation? You know, there's like 100 other variations like this you'd have to memorize as well. There'd be like no way to do that. Is this like all best play for white? F4, h takes g5, f takes e5, knight e4. So no, queen d4 is playable, but bishop d5 is probably best. Black knows a few moves. It's a draw. Why should black want to draw against something totally incorrect? I mean, black has to play for a win, not a draw. But I mean, it's like unbelievable. You're 1900. Yeah, last time I played d5 or something? No. You definitely played this move previously. Oh, that was B Maximus. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's so interesting. Who's B Maximus? Let's look this up. B Maximus. Very interesting. B Maximus 1. Aha. Let's look up this account. B Maximus 1. No results. But I gotta make it caps. B capital. Very interesting. This account is closed. Well, that's interesting. Isn't it? Can I go back and see that game with B Maximus? I wonder who that is. Who could that possibly be? What's happening? Are we still in the tournament? No, I think that's someone we know. B Maximus got banned, I think. So let's see. 3 ongoing games. Oh, I lost it so fast. He has now a perfect score. 2,700. 1,900 FIDE. Yeah, it's got to be the same player. They can't possibly be from the same country and play the same exact opening. Yeah, that line is suspicious. I don't know if they closed their account or they got banned. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Wow, nice ending here for Merles. Knight e4 was inhuman. In what game? I have to look up my games with B Maximus, but I can't, right? Can I do that? Inhuman, it's like it's got to be played. I have no other move there. I can't remember all the games I played. You know, I mean, I wasn't even thinking when I played that game. I can't commit something to memory when I'm not even like paying attention. I can still access the game with B Max. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Like, that's the only other person who's ever played that variation against me in my life. Pretty suspicious. No, I just think you're B Maximus. You're the same player. He must have played the exact same opening. Where was the game I had with B Maximus? 94. The player that plays exactly like you and closed their account. Where was that game? I don't want to go back to tournament. Analysis board. We found a game. It was different, though. There was Queen takes d4? Was that it? Sparkle Horse is black. Where was the game? Huh. It was a different variation? Where is it? Queen takes d4? No. Maybe? No. Yeah, there it is. So that's interesting. That was played exactly the month that Mickey opened his account. 2021-05. Queen takes d4 instead of the other variation with bishop e3. Knight takes c4, queen takes c4, d5, and this equalizes. So I equalized only. Now queen e2 check is engine. Bishop e7, castles. What was this, a simul? Yeah, this was a simul game. And they tortured me. This was not the best move, though. Queen b5 check. Yeah, I think it's the same player. 2500, yeah, I mean, about the same. You can't see his ratings, though. What was his rating here? 2441. Yeah, I think they're the same person. But that doesn't prove anything dishonest. But I suspected they were ridiculously strong. Alright. But yeah. Closed his account exactly when Mickey started his account. Art Detective! Bob, get on it! May, that's exactly when the other guy closed his. Or was closed. Alright, detective work. Bob, where's your Smurf account? He is taking 7 seconds for each move. This is all memorized. The entire game was memorized. There was an interesting line with queen takes e5 instead of knight takes bishop at the end of the game. Yeah, I mean, I can't play that fast. I just resigned. I figured I would lose anyway. But even if I'm not lost here, there's no way I can play, you know, with a minute against 6 minutes. I mean, you know, it's a practical decision to resign here. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't resign if it was like a tournament game. He's an underrated 1900 player, but he knows this line really well. So, yeah, knight takes g5. I figured I'm busted. I wouldn't even dare to take this pawn. I'm not a computer, you know. I assume black's lost in this position. I don't have a computer. I mean, to me it looks like, if you had to make me bet, I would say, okay, black's probably lost here. But I didn't notice that I was starting queen takes h2. So after queen takes check, miraculously black isn't lost here after king d8. Oh, you're saying queen takes c5 instead of knight takes d5. Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't even consider it. I mean, that's the thing. He plays this move like instantly. Wait, have we had this before? You played knight e4 like sacking a piece instantly without even thinking about it. I mean, it's ridiculous, dude. But we've never played this far, right? Sparkle Horse is black. Where did we get to? Here? Here? Yeah, we had... No. This is new. This is new. So I basically played this move and you played the engine move like without even thinking in this position. Sacking a piece and sacking your central pawn on e5 using no time. I mean, dude, it's like ridiculous. I would need to at least think there. I mean, I don't understand how you can play that move if you're not using an engine without at least like thinking about sacrificing it. I mean, it seems a little suspicious. If you know, I would think like you're using an engine, honestly. 5 seconds for the move? I mean, that's crazy, dude. At this point, you're sacking a piece on d5. You just play that instantly without thinking about it? That's in your analysis. We didn't even get that far before. I mean, I don't know. Sure. I could believe you or I cannot believe you. I don't trust anybody anymore. But I mean, I just don't. I don't know. You know? It just seems kind of hard to believe. Mahar. I don't trust anybody anymore. You can't. You can't trust anybody. Not even Jim. Not even Bob. I thought Bob would never cheat. You would trust Jim with $50. This funny thing happened to me at a poker game. Not funny, but it's like ridiculous. This guy, who I don't trust completely, but he had never really stolen any money from me. I had agreed like if he came, I would back him, and if he won, he would give me like half the money. And so, the guy like comes to this poker game, and the game was full, and he would have to wait until a seat opened up so he could play. And so it's one of the most unbelievable like things I've ever encountered. So I made the mistake of like giving him the money like before he sat down at the table in the hallway. And I was like, look, you'll just have to wait till till the seat opens up. It might be a few minutes or an hour, I don't know. Just wait in the kitchen to hang out. So the guy, like, I wasn't really paying attention, and I figured he's just waiting, smoking in the kitchen or something. And after a while, like, I'm like, where is he? And the guy left. He left with my money, and like went to another poker club, and like entered a tournament with my money. I was like, this isn't happening. Like, he didn't tell us that, but we figured out later that's what happened. He took my money, entered a tournament, like across town, at another poker club, with the money, and then sent me like a text message. He was like, "Oh, I got really sick. I had to go home and use the bathroom." Speaking of people like trusting people, they were like, "Yeah, that sounds fishy." Never. I don't know if we could trust Jim with $50. This is send Jim $50 in cash. See if he sends it back. I just couldn't believe this guy. He's such an idiot. The rumor was that he like briefly worked for a bank and like stole money from the bank, but managed to like return it before they realized it was gone or something. I'm like, that's good to know. Trust should not be involved with money. This is a tough line. I don't like this. A6, 95. I played C5. Man, I don't remember B6. What's frightening is like people that will like lose your trust for life over just like a little bit of money. Would you want to like lose a friend over like $50 or something? I don't know, man. I think friends are worth more than $50, $100. People you can trust would be a little bit more valuable than that. Donald Trump. I wouldn't trust Donald Trump with a $5 bill. All right. So what are we doing here? Do we still have a chance? It doesn't look good after that loss in a 7-round tournament. Against B Max. I had a bunch of $2 bills. I still have some $2 bills. It's funny when you show, like, you know, young people $2 bills. They think you're trolling them. My kids were like, that's not real. That's play money. Like, no, it's real. No one believes you. I don't know, I think I misplayed it. Like, Bishop D3 is probably wrong. Yeah, that's a good opening for black. Looks like he gets a good, easy game. I feel like I have brain fog. I have like a coffee at 5 o'clock, then the stream starts at 6:30. The coffee's like worn off by around 7. If you're addicted to caffeine, how long does the effect of the caffeine work till you need another? I just feel like the brain fog kicks in again, like 30 seconds, 45 minutes. It's like very limited. I have like a 1-hour window where I feel like I don't have brain fog after drinking a coffee. And then it's all gone again. I'm just like back to where I was. HE5 is kind of interesting. Can I show any of you my brilliancy? Arsenal can't wait till Thursday. Didn't you submit it for Thursday? Arsenal's like a little kid at Christmas. What did I eat today? For lunch I had pasta and meatballs, and for dinner I had a tuna salad. For breakfast I had something weird like nothing special, banana. A mix of protein and basically I've eaten a mix of protein and carbohydrates today. What do we got? Knight G5. Bishop takes F6. Deep tactics. Do it. I don't think it's diet related. I think I have early onset dementia. The diet can help to combat it a little bit. Yeah, of course King G7. He has to try this. Carbs cause dementia? Now hold on a second. Really? Is this are we talking real facts or is this YouTube stuff? Getting enough sleep is key. Trying to turn on the blood sugar is a good thing to mention. Yeah, blood sugar probably has a lot to do with it. Bob, you should probably date a dietitian. Do you realize that? Have you realized that? So Bob knows this from the dietitian at the laundromat he tried to pick up. Eat like you're diabetic. Yeah, sadly. I mean, I don't eat like pasta and meatballs every day, like, but that happened to be what I ate for lunch today because I was starving because I didn't eat a proper breakfast. Um, what are we doing? Bishop d6 insta move. Insta. Has to be something good here somewhere. Oh, I hung my rook. God damn it, Jerry. This is probably not even that good of a move. You eat like you're about to become diabetic. Mr. Dodgy Chess is rating with party of 17. Wow, I think our second raid today. I don't know, Mr. Dodgy, have you raided us before? I don't think Mr. Dodgy's raided us before. Thanks for the raid. I don't recall. I mean, I forget everything. I was just talking about having dementia. Maybe you have raided me before, but my dementia precludes me from remembering. Nice move, rook h8. Yeah, very friendly. Knight takes e6 check. Of course, rook h8. My rook's hanging, in case you didn't notice. I had to be like Mr. Fancy Chess. Nice modding. What? Why nice modding has been called? They can't speak. Speak when spoken to. Oh, it's perpetual. Oh no. Draw? This is a disaster when Bob comes to one of my streams, seriously. It's a disaster. Bob, you can come like when I'm playing Blitz on Mondays or Fridays from now on. You're only allowed to come like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You're not allowed to come on like Tuesdays, Thursdays, or Sundays. It's totally not allowed anymore. It's just it's not allowed. It's too distracting. And my queen is trapped mid-board. Oh my god. Almost. Check him out. 21.99. Whoa, really? Oh no. I have to do this. Jesus. He's so strong. It's ridiculous. Check this game out by Black. Okay, I gave him a rook. That kind of helped. I was winning. Damn. Wow, everything was winning. That's so sick. I played knight d4. Just loses. That's so sick. Like, knight e5 is winning for me. I completely forgot. I mean, I looked at bishop takes h2 check. It's not a problem. Yeah, it's not my day. Not my day. Thanks for the raid from the Raiders. Mr. Dodgy Chess. Mickey lost a game to Merles. Wow. Yeah, his performance was too brutal. He's at 5 now. Mahor has 4. Merles with 4. Aldisto with 4. I have 3.5. Completely collapsed. Last round. Total collapse. Losing 2 in a row. But it's Bob's fault. Bob, you destroyed my tournament, man. It's already hard for me to focus. And then Bob comes along. The Bob show. But at least Bob's happy. He gets lots of attention. Even with that loss, Mickey should win the tournament easily. I mean, B-Max. I've got an entertaining stream going. You think so? Man, I don't know about that. I'm all over the place. And my chess sucks too. I need like an oxygen tank or something. I don't know. I'm distracted. I have poor concentration. That's really the bottom line, isn't it? Poor concentration. I shouldn't allow myself to be distracted by the irrelevant stuff in the chat while I'm playing, you know. I have a receding hairline. You talking to me? You said that to me? Wait, what did I do? I did d5 here? I've had a receding hairline since like college. Doesn't hurt my feelings, man. I'm balding, but at a very, very slow rate. It's alright. I won't take it personally. Let's go back to G8. Like, meanwhile, one of my college roommates was bald, like, by the time before we even graduated. You know, I'm doing pretty good. In that department, it's alright. But that was uncalled for. It was totally out of the blue. I've always kind of pictured... I've kind of pictured Arsenal fan as balding. Yeah. I've heard that like high doses of alcohol cure hair loss, so you should be in good shape. Regular doses. We've got out of this with a pretty good position. I don't like that opening. E5 allowing. I mean, knight f6 is d5 just a mistake here? I don't know, man. I was disappointed with the stream. Didn't feel like I focused. Didn't really get really instructive today, and I played badly, and I was distracted. Not a good stream. My late teens. Damn. Uber driver's implication is that he knew me when I was between the ages of 17 and 19. But Uber driver makes a lot of he makes a lot of implications, but there's no evidence to back it up. That's all I need now, Uber driver. Bob and Uber driver can compete for the attention. They love it. Attention. Speaking of attention deficit disorder. Alright, we're going to play this like a hyper accelerated dragon. In my subconscious, I might know who you are, Uber driver. The last time I thought you were Joe Kelly, which apparently was wrong. So I couldn't have been too sure if I was guessing you were Joe Kelly like a month ago. Joe Kelly. That doesn't mean I know who you are. Too late, Bob. You ruined the tournament for me. I shouldn't blame you for my attention deficit disorder. Damn. Why can't I focus? Dehydrated. The theory. Very little evidence. There's about as much evidence as that as me knowing your identity, Uber driver. No, I'm not dehydrated. It is totally Bob's fault. Everything is Bob's fault. Wow, okay, White just melted down. He felt sorry for me, so he gave me a free piece. Actually, 2. But honestly, Alvarez, I mean, I think your position is okay. White is only like microscopically worse, if that, in this position. Right? White actually has more space. So the computer is giving you equal. Even advantage to White after Bishop G4. But total equal. Bishop G4, Knight E3. It's a nothing position for me. But I'm curious about this opening. Is d5 a mistake? Why is there no games? Okay, we're looking at Sparkle Horse is white. Sparkle Horse is black. So d5 has a good score. And it's not even in the top 4 moves for black. He's playing this Philidor type of thing and Old Indian. I don't think that d5 is good. I mean, after e5, yeah. Varga Peter. Yeah, like, I have to go knight d7 here. It's like, he could have the pawn on d2 and bishop on d3. It's a Kopek. That's bad, too. I did that against Kopek. No, I just don't think that d5 is a good move. I should play something else, g6 first. Normally I would, but as I said, I'm not concentrating. I don't think that d5 is a good move. I'm just like making random moves. But it's not energy. You see what I'm saying, Bob? I'm not like tired. I just have brain fog, you know? It's different. You know, sometimes I'm tired, sure. Fatigue, tired. That's different though, you know? It's not about energy being consistent. It's specifically, it feels like specifically brain fog to me. What's making weird? Like brain fog causing lack of concentration. Alright, back to tournament. Mahor, the Crusher. At a 2 to 5 time disadvantage. Both kings exposed. I prefer to just like talk about other people's games, honestly. Maybe it's just too much to like analyze and play your own games at the same time. One or the other, but not both. Go straight for the roids. Looks like a win. Oh man, Arsenal, you're funny. Like sometimes I feel like you're way too overconfident, and sometimes you're like Mr. Negative. It's hard to get a handle on you. I think you make too many snap judgments. I'm concerned that white is actually worse here. It feels like the white king is actually more open than the black king. If white is better, he better be freaking careful. Because these squares all over the place look very weak to me. Like, technically white has more space, and his pieces are active. So, like, temporarily, yeah, I agree with you. But in the long run, I'm not so sure. I'm concerned about white's king safety in the long run. Obviously, time is a major factor as well. Then there's the fact that Mickey is like an unbeatable brute. Uh-oh. There's a little trouble brewing on the... Trouble brewing on the diagonal. Like, if the floodgates open on the white squares, the white king is in big trouble. And the fact that black has a 4 to 1 time edge. Sheeper doesn't come anymore. I don't know what his deal is. I think he stopped coming when you stopped coming, Bob. I think he was secretly attracted to you. The stream ceased to be interesting when you stopped coming. He only came to see you. Hear you speak. Like most people. They're either offended or they worship you and come just to hear you talk. See, here's where this starts filtering in. Like, you got to be very careful the enemy pieces don't start filtering in on the white squares. No, but Amiki's dominated a lot of these tournaments. Not just today, but I mean in the past. But you Uber driver, you like draw everybody every game. Like what does that tell us? Uber driver's like, I have 3 draws with Mickey, and you have like 80 million draws with everyone else, right? You draw every game you play against all of your opponents. That's really statistically critical. That's like, oh, Schlechter. Because I'm not actively playing for draws. It just happens. It seems like Uber Driver tries to draw all of his games. He's like actively playing for draws. Draws just happen in my games because I tend to play like a correct kind of balanced style. I'm not necessarily trying to draw. I mean, I don't like losing. Schieber had a nice win in the Hungarian Team Championship. We were competing for who had more draws. We had drawn every single game. We're in 2 different divisions. And he finally like cracked and won a game against a strong player, Mészáros Tamás. So I'm the draw champion. All draws. But I missed one of my rounds when I was sick with the flu. I'm too principled. Well, I mean, the fancy I am tricks like the guy I played last week. He's like Mr. Tricks. You're not the first person to bring this up. I mean, I do play two straight up. And that's why I never made a GM norm or anything, according to Albert Bokrosh. My style is too correct, too predictable. Yeah, but I mean that's why GM Kenty is like a national master, you know. You play like for cheap tricks and stuff, you never get to a higher level. I mean, if that guy played the tournaments that I've played, he wouldn't play like that anymore, you know. There's a reason why I play like I do. You got to understand like the level of competition that I faced. I play people that are like murderers, you know. They're like I've played GM tournaments, a lot of them with brutally strong opponents. You know, where you're just like, please God, don't let me lose again. When you face opposition like that, it has a tendency to change your style, you know. Playing tricky doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't work at that level. Oh, you're talking about OTB? Whatever, that's the only chess I play, really. I mean, I don't know. So Mickey wins again. No, Mickey dropped a piece. Okay, rook takes b3, my bad. White wins, and Mahar maybe has a chance. So Mahar actually ties on tiebreak. Whoa. But he wins by nature of their individual facing each other. We got to root for a draw between Merle and Alistair. I'm out of the top group. Oh my god. Merle's is better? Against Aldisto? No, Merle's is black? What is going on? Wow, close game. White's getting mated in the back rank, has less time. He's got to be really careful here, though. His own king is under threat. Interesting. Could be like a mating puzzle. Oh, that can't be good. Wow, G7 was protected. I didn't realize. Could be a draw? Draw, draw, draw. Draw. Draw, take the draw. Draw, claiming draw. G4. No way. That can't be good. Doesn't black just take with the king here? Oh my god, G4 is nuts. Alisto's gone. He's lost his mind. He's lost his mind. He's lost his mind. He took the pawn on f3. Oh my god, no way. Why would you take that pawn in f3? He could have gone to g3 and there was like no checks at all. Is black like self-mating himself? There's still no mate. That's crazy. Alistair, just take a draw, dude. You don't have to lose. Why do you have to lose? You insist on losing? Take the draw, dude. Why does he have to lose? He's like insisting, I have to lose. I don't want to draw, I have to lose. It's like Emery Tate or something. Like, I'm just going to lose instead of drawing. It's a total Tate thing to do. With a draw, I'd have a chance on tie breaks. Careful now. I like how Merle's is 2005. See, I told you guys this guy was... It was absurd that he was 1700 and... It was absurd he was 1700. I can't believe he just blundered that. Wow. Wow. Now it's a mess. What is going on? Alistair will never take a draw. I mean, if anything, like, black's probably still better. Objectively, like, white has no winning chances. He has no pawns left. What's he gonna do? It's just a draw, man. Alistair can play for a loss if he wants to. He's been doing that consistently. I mean, it should have been a draw like 3 different ways. But he insists on like going crazy. Oh no, no way. It's Alexander Ivanov versus Hodgson. Once they had this crazy thing with like the pawn, and Hodgson like didn't lose. The pawn on way advanced like that. Nah, this isn't good. Now it's a win. That's so sick. So it paid off. All those gambles where white was probably lost like 10 different times. He ends up winning. So what does that mean? I'm out of the prizes. Alice still gets third. Oh, he increases Mickey's tie breaks. He increases his tie breaks, making it 18. So he gets the tournament. Mahar with an incredible result this week. 5, second on tie breaks. Aldisto ekes out third on tie breaks. We don't talk about what happened here. I had a solid performance. Merle's is a little bit suspiciously strong for a 1700 bullet player. As I said, Sapvargan with 4. Suvik dropped out with 3.5. Alvarez with 5.5. Sorry, 3.5. Merchea 3.5. Bisonov 3.5. Rounding out the top 10, Hiroku with 3. Dinek is left. Boxo left. Koktiri with 2. Bad result for him. Asterbait got me a win. Asterbait beats Sumaher. Wow, congratulations. That's a minor upset. World loser out. AP out. Sumaher, after losing to Asterbait, he's like, that's it, I'm out. And Oliviero Lucas did not make it today. So we had a total of 19 players. Miki wins the tournament. And Mahar, with a nice job, he actually missed a round and still tied for first with the win against me. But no one was undefeated. Entertaining stream, yes. Yes. Very hard to concentrate. Thank you for that. I'm sorry that Ars didn't play. Nursing hangover. Ars, why didn't you play? Say what, Bob? You don't like playing in these? Too many sus accounts. Yeah. Tournament complete. What was my performance rating? 2080. No, that's the average rating. My performance rating 2100. 2277. Ouch. That's one of my worst. Alright, guys. Congratulations to the winners. I will be back. Solid CM performance, exactly. I'm getting worse. Normally I'm like FM level in Blitz. Now we're drifting down to CM level. Thanks to the raids from Dodgy Chess and Tranquilizer, and of course Mr. Coffee for keeping everyone in line. I'm a solid national master. Yeah, hopefully we'll still be able to keep that title forever. Anyway, Bob, thanks for distracting me. Yep, congratulations to the winners. 5 points. Good enough. I'm a WFM. No, WNM. I'm a WNM. Whatever that is. Good enough for streaming anyway. Clearly. I will see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Deduct some US. Yeah, hopefully Mr. Coffee will renew my USCF membership so I can lose some more rating points. Very soon. I will see you guys later. Bye bye.